there we go. If you didn't sign up for the newsletter, I have another challenge for you this week, and I suggest go signing up for it because it's going to be a good one. And it has to do also, I just realized that my t-shirt, my Target shirt, has to do with our challenge. So I subconsciously planned that. Birthdays. Oh yeah, my birthday, yes. Whose birthday else is in 2 weeks? What's up? Also, if you are here and you're part of the Academy, you'll be getting an email, and I created an email specifically for the Academy, theacademy@synergysoul.org. So look out for that. I need to take a bite of a chip. These aren't my favorite. They're salt and malt vinegar. They're not vinegary enough. Like, I want to pour a whole bottle of vinegar on them. But they'll do till I go to Trader Joe's. Okay. Let's first get into what I've been feeling about this shadow period. Number one, yesterday. Obviously, it was a heavy day. It snowed. It went from 58 to like 20. And the snow was really heavy. So one thing I'm noticing is the communication that we have with ourselves. How are you communicating with yourself? We did a lot of shifting, relationship shifting, letting go of things. But now how are you communicating with yourself? Something that came up today was, we are not completely thawed out yet. There is still frost. We are still having frosty nights. So don't beat yourself up if you didn't go from 0 to 100 in 10 seconds. Give yourself some time to warm up to the things that you're growing, that you're shifting still into, that you're still letting go of, right? In the shadow period, I think it goes to the 16th. But pay attention how you're communicating with yourself, the thoughts and ways you're speaking to yourself, the things that you're thinking about yourself, and not beating yourself up from not going from 0 to 100 in a second. Okay? I felt that. Also, that you, like, there was some energy where I felt like we relived a lot of old habits, obviously, to give you the okay to let them go. So as you're feeling the okay to let them go, let them go. Don't hold on to them. It's just unnecessary. If you want to continue to evolve, it's time to let those things go that you know you've been waiting to let go. That's also happening to the 16th too, okay? So somebody tell me the dates. Today is April 1st to probably the 7th, right? So April 7th. Commanding my ego to move out of the way so that this message comes through clearly, asking God to bring a message for each day. April 1st, 2019, April 2nd, 2019, Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019, Thursday, April 4th, 2019, Friday, April 5th, 2019, Saturday, April 6th, 2019, and Sunday, April 7th, 2019. Bring a message for us. Give us a message in which we will need each day in order to prosper, in order to continue to evolve and make the best choices aligned with our highest self. Thank you, God, always for allowing me to be the messenger, the medium, the channel. I accept and receive these messages and communicate them clearly with those who are ready to receive. All right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, today is the Two of Swords. Less of not seeing things for the way they are, the more of being able to recognize things for the way they are. But also for today, what I have been feeling, and before we even pulled this card, is recognizing the things that you are not paying attention to. And this is that. It's like a lot of people have not been recognizing how far they have come. Instead, they keep dwelling on how far they want to go. Today, I definitely felt of recognizing how far you have come, how much you have changed, how much work you put in, how hard you actually work. Rather than being like, I need to do more, I want to be here, I want to go there. It's today was recognizing, and I definitely felt that. And I was having a conversation with Bae. Bae's my best friend. Her name is Brittany, but she's my Bae. And I was having a conversation with her, and we were saying how, like, that's how we both woke up. Like, in the rising, I want to make more money, I want to do this and this. But what about seeing the things that you have already accomplished? How about seeing and recognizing that you are a real motherfucking MVP with the things that you're already doing? How about recognizing how far you've come? How about recognizing all the people in this world who are creating change, rather than recognizing and seeing it all for the, oh, I could be doing better, I could be doing this, or I should be here, or these people are always doing these fucked up things. Today was about uncovering the things that you're not paying attention to that are present right now. Like, this couldn't be more fucking aligned. This shirt, be in the present moment. And if you didn't sign up for the newsletter, please do so before it goes out, because you're going to love this week's challenge. But it's about appreciating and recognizing and taking that blindfold off to the things that you have right now, rather than being so obsessed with what. Yes, there's a time and place to say, oh, I want to do this, and my goals are here, and I want to do that, and I want to do this. But what about just recognizing and appreciating how far you have come and how hard you really work, rather than trying to push more on yourself? This is where people burn themselves out. People burn themselves out by constantly trying to push themselves further and further when they have not given the time or day to what they have already accomplished in this moment. I should probably get a charger, because I already know this bitch is about to die. So that is this day. Today is spend some time congratulating yourself, patting yourself on the motherfucking back, saying you're doing the damn thing, seeing all the people who are doing the same thing, rising up, giving hugs, congratulating people for their accomplishments as well as yourself. Recognize those things. Also, in terms of a bigger picture, right? The bigger picture of things is recognizing the changes that have been made in this world, rather than dwelling on the things today that continuously need our attention. Looking at the people and the changes that are being made. A lot of times in our society, even in the spiritual community, we still continue to dwell on the things that need change, rather than recognizing the change that's already been made. And continuing dwelling on the things that need change are representing a space of lack that we're having, but we're not really in lack. Lots of things are being changed. We're making differences. We're doing the damn thing. People are working hard. And sometimes there are days where people need to light the fire on their ass. But today is not one. Today is a day to congratulate yourself for where you are right now. Even if you are just starting to make the changes in your life, and you're just seeing the changes that you are making, it's the point that you're doing it, right? It's the point that you're actually shifting your awareness. You're shifting, and you're making that initial intention to make those changes. Okay. Tuesday, the High Priestess. Okay. I hear her say the veil is thin, meaning that tomorrow, Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019, it's really connecting to the other side, listening to what they have for us, listening to the growth that is coming through, listening to what our intuition, our inner voice, our ancestors, God, source is telling for us to this month. I have been really feeling like this month is not only because it's Aries season, and I talked about this last week, it's really supporting this growth. So to know where you want to make those changes, reconnecting to your spiritual self. Remember, spiritual prosperity will manifest into material prosperity when you're giving your time and attention to that spiritual soul self, your faith. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be an occultist or, you know, connected to a specific spiritual belief. You could be Christian, Catholic, Muslim, whatever it is. It's just saying, hey, give time to that. Connect to your faith, connect to your intuition, connect to that voice within you. If you have been not spending enough time doing so, give yourself that time. Make sure you make that a priority tomorrow, because when we spend time giving back to ourselves in that way, we find the answers that we're seeking. Today, you're recognizing the growth that you have made, and tomorrow you're like, all right, I see where I'm going now, because you're connecting to that eyesight that is showing you where you're going from appreciating what you have now. Okay, Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. It is the Four of Pentacles. What I'm feeling from this card is saying, as you're going into this transitional period, as you're going to spark these new things, as you are making these changes, as you're lighting the fire under your ass, the one thing to think about is manage your energy, your time, and your money wisely. Be conscious. I don't want to say cautious, because cautious connects to fear. Be conscious where you are putting your time, your energy, your money. Because where you put it is where you're going to get it back. So be conscious where you are putting your time, your energy, and your money. Maybe you want to save a little time. Maybe you want to save a little money for something special. Then consciously do so. Maybe you have been spending too much time or money. Now it is time to make awareness of where and what you're spending your time and money on, so that you can make those shifts to put some aside or reorganize, so that you are consciously spending your time and money, not out of fear, not out of being cautious because you're scared, but out of knowing where you are going and where you want to spend your money and where you want to spend your time when you have that extra time and you have that extra money, rather than just throwing it away or throwing it out there because you're not paying attention to what it is that you want or where you're putting it. Beautiful. Okay. I just got chills. I'm going to grab a charger really quick because I don't want this to die. Look at my little crew right here. Look at a cute little crew. Okay, also, because I do get a lot of questions in these lives that I never answer. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a YouTube video, and I've been thinking about this, so finally I'm going to say it because I've been thinking about it for so long. I'm going to do a YouTube video with lots of questions. So I'm going to give you guys the option to submit questions, and then I'll do a YouTube video with the questions that you're submitting. And I'll go through as many as possible, because I realize how often I do these lives every Monday, and I never get to anybody's questions just because I want to stay focused on what I'm doing rather than stopping for the questions. So I'm gonna put up a little like questionnaire in my story, and that way you guys can submit your questions there. Okay. Now, Thursday. Ooh, I love this. Okay, Thursday. What is the date? April 4th, 2019. The Wheel of Fortune. So this coming through is I've been feeling this all week, right? This month of April is going to be fire, man, in terms of good fortune and good karma. But remember, it's coming from knowing and recognizing where you're putting your time and energy and money. Because if you're spending your money on things that you know are creating bad habits, then you're creating bad habits and you're creating more bad karma, right? But this is saying, now that we're recognizing it, there is good energy supporting the growth and the things that you're setting intentions and goals for. Today I asked in my story, what are your intentions and goals for the month of April? This good fortune on Thursday is saying we're being supported. These intentions and goals, because that awareness that we have gained through the retrograde and through the shadow period that we're gaining, we are being supported in good karma, in good fortune coming our way from putting in the work all fucking winter long. And it wasn't that long of a winter because we didn't have, I mean, for me personally, it was energetically heavy, but not as heavy as most winters or most shadow periods, most shadow seasons, should I say, because we go through shadow periods all the time. But this spring, I'm telling you guys, this spring has something for us in terms of our blossoming that is going to feel really super supportive more than last year or even the year before. It's like those who really have been putting the work in, this card is for you. This card is saying, hey, we're recognizing this. We're seeing this. We're feeling this. And I know I'm not the only one feeling how supported we are as a community, as a nation, as a people, as those who are really putting in that work and effort. I know a lot of people are feeling it. And even those dark days, right? We're going to always have those fucking dark days. Those are so important. It is so important that we have the dark days to remind us to grow, to cause our shifts, to contribute to the growth, to the evolution. That is important that we have those. But this is really supporting that growth and that evolution that is coming for us, that is happening right now. As we remember, we're planting seeds right now. In some areas, people have already planted seeds. In my zone, right, in our zone here, we're just starting to plant these seeds that we want to blossom throughout the summer. So give yourself time. Remember, we're just thawing out, but there is support and there is good fortune and there is good karma coming for us. Friday. What are you doing, Bo? Friday. You see my little crew over here? Oh, you can't see Annie. Friday, April 5th, 2019, that fertility. When I see the Knight of Wands, I always think of, look, his garment is ripped up. This motherfucker just went through some shit, but he went through that shit because on the other side, there was something for him. And he is now ready to charge forth with that growth. He's like, look, I just went over these mountains and I'm about to take one more step over these mountains. But see my growth on my staff? You see those leaves starting to bloom? There is some fertility. And the way and what is being brought is what first are you going to fertilize? And then how will you fertilize it? These are like the early stages. So this is like, okay, the seeds have been planted or you're about to plant those seeds because that good karma is here to support you. Now, how and what are you going to do so? Right? You may not know how it's going to blossom, but you know you're going to have the tools. You're like, oh, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to try that out. Now, he's ready to go on that adventure because look at him. He got fucked up from some shit. And that's why his garment's all ripped up, but he's ready to refertilize. He's ready to take on that adventure of building what it is that he wants. He knows there's going to be shit to overcome. He knows that there's more mountains in the future. The point is that he's ready because he's gained a lot of tools from having to go through the shit that ripped up his garment. Okay? Saturday. I already forgot the date. April 6, 2019. Man, I knew this week. I'm telling you, this week, this energy that I'm reading right now is how most of this month is going to go. Today is April 1st. Let's not forget that. This month is going to go in this way. As long as you do what you are being asked by your inner soul to do, and then allowing your ego to drive when necessary. If you notice your ego's overdriving, You'll start getting obsessive compulsive about things or over controlling. That's when your ego's driving too much and it needs to take a break. Take note of that, because my eye just twitched when I tapped my head. So take note of that, because that's when you need to recognize and see that you're giving too much to your ego and not listening to your soul. When you are becoming angry, frustrated, or over controlling about situations, it's because your ego is driving too much and it needs to sit in the passenger seat. So the 10 of Pentacles is now coming in. The 10 of Pentacles is like, look, everything is here. Everything. These people got all the happiness. They got dogs. They got the house. But the one thing about this card that I always recognize is that they are now stepping into that space, because there is like this concrete arc. Like, look, this is what has been behind this wall the entire time that you have been on this side of the wall. You have been climbing those mountains. And look, this is what is on the outside waiting for you. You see that? How it's like through a mirror. It's like you're about to creep around that corner because of all the effort and things that you've put in. So it's like you're going to start recognizing and seeing those things on Friday or Saturday this week, seeing that growth happening. If you haven't already. Like I said, this month is about to be, we're going to say that this day, this reading is also associated with how April is going to go, because April is going to be lit. It already is. Today is day 1 and it's already lit. In the best way, right? Even though, and I don't know, somebody asked me too about that rapper. I'll be honest, I don't really know who he is. But I have now seen about 25 posts about him, so I had to go read. And the thing that he was doing with the AIDS and the documentary, and the fact that the government, yes, I know the government killed him after I read all that. One thing is, it was obviously that was his destiny, because now he sparked growth. You see how that happened? He sparked growth before April 1st. He died on March 31st to spark growth for April. You see how that hands out? That yes, people are mourning his death, but his death was for a reason. He signed that contract before he got here, and he needed to spark that growth. And so you see how April's going to pan out? That growth is for a reason. He just woke up a lot of motherfuckers who are about to grow this month. And so that's what this month is about. Some of these people were standing behind this wall, looking at this gray wall like ain't shit gonna change. And then then he died, right? This is just what is it called? Whatever. But he died, and then he was like, look at this light, y'all. Look at this light over here behind this wall. And a lot of people recognized it. So this is this month of April. Being able to see behind that dark fucking wall that everybody been standing in front of. Even those of us who have been putting in the work, we've been straight staring at this gray wall. Like, when are you about to break down? Because I've been chipping at you for a long fucking time. That's this energy coming on Saturday. It's like you're starting to see those chips, that you're starting to carve out your arc that you're about to walk through. Sunday, April 7th, 2019. It's those opportunities presenting themselves that you finally chipped out this wall. You're seeing all this light come. But this is saying contemplate, be conscious, choose the things that are right for you. Don't rush into things just because somebody said, go, go, go. You need to be able to discern and be like, hold on. I need some time, because I want to make sure what I'm doing, what I'm giving my energy to, what I'm spending my money on, what I'm spending my energy on, what I'm giving my attention and focus to is what I really want. In this season, while we're planting seeds, make sure you're planting the seeds that you really want. And even if you make a mistake, and let's not say a mistake, even if you throw a seed and you're like, oh, damn, you could still cut down and pull those roots. But the point of it is that when you give yourself time on Sunday, right? And I swear these types of cards of contemplation and what is that word? I don't know why I can't see the word, but those times of being able to sit with yourself and reflect, they come a lot on Sunday, and that's not a coincidence. So giving yourself that time to reflect and see, okay, I know I'm ready for this. Oh, maybe I need some more time for this, or this is not what I'm doing, right? Or this is not where I want. What do I want my focus to be? I also have been paying attention to something that is, pay attention to your weekly focus and your daily focus. And sometimes, yes, we just wake up and we're like, we got to go. the rising, good rising. We got to just go, go, go. We got kids, this, that. We slept too long, whatever, right? But while you're driving to take your kids to school, or while you're driving to work even though you're late, or whatever it is, pay attention to your focus. Like, what is your focus of the day? What is your focus of the week? What is your focus of the month? That's why I asked that for April. That's something that I do too. I've been doing it since January. Like, even if I catch myself in the middle of the day, like, oh, damn, I didn't say what my focus was. I'm going to just bring awareness to what my focus is. My focus is just being present today. My focus is, give yourself that time to reflect. And on Sunday, going forth in this season for April, even if you're like, you know what, Brittany, I don't know what, me saying my own name was really weird because it was like, I'm not me right now. And so somebody else saying my name, that was really odd. You know what? I am not ready to tell or set an intention for April yet. Give me a couple days. Give yourself that time if you need. It's never too late to set your intention. You don't have to set it for the month. You could set it for the year. You could be like, oh, I'm just setting intention for 2 weeks. It doesn't have to specifically be for April. Just because somebody says set your intention for the goal for the month, it doesn't have to be that way. It's how do you feel? Maybe you only want to set an intention for 3 days because that's how you work. Cool, you do what works for you. The point is pay attention and set yourself intention and set yourself small goals so that you have something that you're staying focused on. That's how you stay focused, is when you set those little intentions that okay, your inner being was like, you set that intention, now I'm going to give you that to focus on. Now it's your choice whether you're going to focus on it or not. There may be things that pop up and you get distracted by, but when you set that a little intention, you're going to keep that focus, right? You're like, oh, today I'm going to intend to be present. All right, today, every time I catch myself being like, oh, damn, I wasn't present, I'm going to be present. Oh, damn, I wasn't present, I'm going to be present. You see what I mean? It's how you stay focused on things. So set that a little intention, but give yourself time to contemplate. There's a lot of things being presented to you right now. Shit, there's a lot of motherfucking things going on in this world, right? What do you want to give your time and attention to? Who do you want to give your time and attention to? Give yourself some time to think about it. If you don't already know, then go ahead. Do the damn thing. Move forward. But if you don't know, then give yourself some time, okay? All right. So I'm going to upload this. Hopefully it saves because last time, remember, my phone died. So obviously that's why I needed to save this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me every single Monday. I cannot thank you all enough for just being present with me, right? Being in the present moment. This Target shirt was on clearance, by the way, if anybody wants it. So thank you for being here with me every Monday, for all of you that join. Also, I have a couple, I'm pretty sure it's only 2 spots for availability this week for sessions and readings. Next week, I have a complete open schedule for sessions and readings. I might have a couple people already booked. I didn't even check. But starting the 13th to that following Saturday, I will not be taking any sessions. I keep telling myself I'm going to go offline, but Daddy, my husband, and I are going on a little trip just for my 30th, to celebrate my 30th. I never celebrate my birthdays like these guys. I never do. Like, I don't do anything big, but this year I'm like, you know what? I'm going into my rite of passage, into adulthood, into my spiritual adulthood. So I'm going to actually celebrate it with a big bang. So we're going on a little vacation, just him and I. And so I'm going to probably shut down from the internet completely. I haven't decided because I like to share joy. I know it motivates other people to keep doing the damn thing. But so that week I will not be taking clients, and then the week following I will again, but they're going to be cut down a little bit when I start the academy. So they'll probably stay the same. You know what? I can't even talk shit right now because I'm not going to walk. I'm going to talk and then not be able to walk it. So just forget that right now. But I am only taking clients up until the 13th for right now. And then, I will put my availability once I get back from little vacation. So if you're looking to book a session or reading for this week, there's 2 spots left. Again, there's spots available for next week. And sign up for the newsletter because I've been putting little educational things and little challenges that I'm not sharing here on Instagram or Facebook. They're only available in the newsletter. I'll be uploading this to YouTube after I send my email to my academy students. I had to set something up. And I'm going to put that little blurb on my story so that you can submit your questions that you probably had here that I didn't get to. Okay? I love you all. Have a blessed day.